Attention passionate Montreal, Canadiens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the Atlantic Division and it could shake up the entire conference. We're talking about a direct impact on Montreal Canadiens' path to another Stanley Cup run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Montreal Canadiens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Montreal Canadiens fans. Let's get to the news. Alright, folks, today we're diving deep into some of the most exciting, and perhaps even surprising, developments surrounding the Montreal Canadiens, a team that has always been a cornerstone of the NHL and more specifically of the hockey culture in Quebec and beyond. The Canadiens, as many of you already know, have a storied history filled with championships, legendary players, and unforgettable moments that have etched themselves into the very fabric of hockey lore. But in recent times, especially as we look toward the 2025 season, there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of speculation, and a lot of hope among the fans that this could be a turning point for the franchise. Now, I want to start by giving a little context for those who may be new to the Canadiens or perhaps haven't followed every twist and turn of their recent seasons. The Canadiens, with their 24 Stanley Cup titles, are not just a team, they're a symbol. They carry a legacy that's hard to match in the NHL. And yet, in recent years, they've faced challenges, injuries, roster changes, and the difficulty of staying competitive in a league that's evolving faster than ever. But what's fascinating is how the organization has responded. From strategic draft picks to savvy trades, the Canadiens are clearly aiming to rebuild and retool, trying to find that perfect mix of youth and experience to push back into playoff contention. Now, let's get into some of the recent developments that have fans talking. As we approach the 2025 season, there's been a lot of movement behind the scenes, a lot of strategic planning. The organization has been working tirelessly to bolster their roster, and while some moves are still under wraps, insiders and analysts have identified key indicators that suggest a new chapter is on the horizon. You see, the Canadiens have been focusing heavily on developing their young talent, players like Juraj Slavkovsky, who showed flashes of brilliance in his rookie year, and some promising prospects coming up through their farm system. But it's not just about youth. The team has also been exploring strategic trades and free agent signings that could bring veteran leadership and scoring punch to complement their developing core. And speaking of the roster, one of the most talked about topics lately has been the team's goaltending situation. Carey Price, the legendary netminder, has been battling injuries and trying to find his rhythm after a tough couple of seasons. Fans are eager to see if he can return to his former elite level or if the Canadiens might look for reinforcements elsewhere. This is a crucial piece of the puzzle because, as many of you know, having a reliable goalie can make all the difference in close games, especially in the playoffs. The team's management has been emphasizing their commitment to building a solid defensive structure, which is essential if they want to compete with the top teams in the league. Now, I want to pause here for a second. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Montreal Canadiens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let us continue with the big reveal. Okay, back to the exciting stuff. One of the most intriguing aspects of this upcoming season is how the Canadiens are positioning themselves within the Atlantic Division. It's no secret that this division has become incredibly competitive, with teams like the Tampa Bay Lightning, Toronto Maple Leafs, and Boston Bruins all vying for supremacy. But what's fascinating is how Montreal is not just trying to keep pace, they seem determined to challenge for the top spot. The management's focus on analytics and advanced stats has been a game changer. They're investing in data-driven approaches to identify undervalued players and to craft a roster that can adapt to the fast-paced, physical style of modern hockey. The recent signing of some key free agents indicates that the Canadiens are serious about adding depth and versatility to their lineup. And of course, the development of their young stars remains a priority, making sure they're ready to take on the big roles as the season progresses. Fans are also talking about the coaching staff. Martin St. Louis has been a breath of fresh air since taking the helm as head coach. His approach, blending modern tactics with the rich tradition of Canadiens hockey, seems to be resonating with the players and the fans alike. St. Louis' emphasis on speed, structure, and accountability is clearly making an impact, and that's reflected in the team's recent performances in the preseason. The players have shown a renewed energy and discipline that many believe could translate into a much more competitive season. But beyond the on-ice tactics and roster moves, what really makes this season fascinating is the sense of anticipation among the fans. You can feel it everywhere on social media, at training camp, and in the stands during preseason games. There's an understanding that the Canadiens are at a pivotal point. The veterans are motivated to chase another Stanley Cup, and the young prospects are eager to prove they belong at the NHL level. The team's leadership, both on and off the ice, is aligned with this vision of resurgence. And that's what makes the upcoming months so exciting to watch. Now, I want to talk a bit about some of the standout players who could make a real difference this season. Nick Suzuki, as the team captain, has been demonstrating leadership qualities that inspire those around him. His ability to control the pace of play, combined with his scoring touch, makes him a centerpiece in Montreal's offensive plans. And his chemistry with newcomers and younger players could be a key factor in elevating the team's overall performance. Then there's Cole Caulfield, whose goal-scoring prowess continues to impress. Caulfield's sniper ability and relentless work ethic make him a player to watch closely. If he can stay healthy and build on his chemistry with Suzuki, the Canadiens could have a potent offensive duo that defenses will struggle to contain. Furthermore, the defense core, led by players like Mike Matheson and Jeff Petrie, is also under the spotlight. Montreal's defensive stability will be crucial, especially against the high-powered offenses in their division. The team has been emphasizing a more aggressive, puck-moving style, which could open up opportunities for quick transition goals and offensive zone pressure. The addition of some new defensive prospects in recent drafts promises a more dynamic back end, capable of both shutting down opponents and contributing to the attack. Now, let's not forget the importance of team chemistry and culture. The Canadiens have always prided themselves on a close-knit locker room, a sense of brotherhood that's been a cornerstone of their success in the past. This season, that culture seems to be stronger than ever, with players praising the coaching staff and each other for fostering a positive environment. That's often the secret ingredient that can take a good team and turn it into a great one, especially when the stakes are high in a competitive division. Looking ahead, the expectations are high but realistic. Fans are hopeful for a playoff push, perhaps even a deep run if everything clicks into place. The team's recent draft picks and strategic acquisitions suggest that management is thinking long-term, aiming to build a core that can contend for years to come. And with the support of the passionate fanbase, the Canadiens are motivated more than ever to climb back into the upper echelon of the NHL. So, as we gear up for the season, keep an eye on Montreal, because this could be the year they surprise everyone, rekindle the magic, and maybe, just maybe, bring another Stanley Cup back to the city of Montreal. The energy is palpable, the roster is talented, and the potential is enormous. The Canadiens have faced adversity before, but their resilience and history of triumphs always seem to bring them back stronger. And I truly believe, with all the factors aligned, this season could be one of their most exciting yet. And now, Montreal Canadiens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all these developments? Are you optimistic about the upcoming season? Which players do you think will be the key to their success? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Canadiens community. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more analysis, and all the latest news from the Canadiens camp. So stay tuned, keep the passion alive, and let's keep supporting our team through thick and thin. Thanks for being here, and as always, go Canadiens!